Valley County is at the center of Nebraska.
Valley County is the 47th county.
Valley County is home to 4,260 people.
Valley County is comprised of Ord, Elyria, Arcadia, and North Loop.
Welcome to Valley County!
From growing up in a small town, I already knew that I loved rural communities.
Growing up in the city, this is my first experience living in a small town.
I found that the unmatched community hospitality, the bustling downtown, the wide open spaces, and of course, the great people is why everyone else should too.
Valley County has given me the best lifetime adventure. I love the connectedness between people, and as an intern, I felt welcome and involved. All the constructive conversations and ideas shared have taught me the importance of a community working together, supporting each other, and having a common goal.
This summer has been a pivotal learning experience as I look to my future. I've come to understand the importance of futuristic thinking. There's no such thing as being stagnant. You're either moving forward or backward. Being in the Economic Development and Chamber office, we really got to see firsthand how this type of thinking is critical to community success.
I have learned how important strategic thinking is while planning for community development projects, and just how important it is to make sure that no community members' welfare is left uncatered for. I do not want this to be my last experience, but the beginning of my lifetime career. I want to take all the skills I have acquired this summer, combine them with my agriculture knowledge to become a rural community developer in Rwanda.
As the old adage goes, time flies when you're having fun. How true that is for this summer. Throughout our time here, relationships were built.
Effective communication was fostered among community members.
Projects that'll impact Valley County for decades in the future were launched.
And so much more.
This summer, we took on most of our projects together as a collaborative unit.
Each week, we had a strategic planning session where we decided how to tackle the week's responsibilities and set ourselves up for success in each of our projects.
We have been in and out of the downtown businesses more times than I can count, all with the purpose of building connections, direct communication, and effective planning of upcoming events.
We were able to attend numerous board meetings, all with the purpose of bettering Valley County. We focused on projects that involve childcare, a new water trail, business development, tourism, an alumni database, and so much more through these meetings.
Community development is all about creating connections, fostering new ideas, and taking action to achieve a vision. A process that is never ending because there is always something new to explore that will help a community move forward.
One of our main projects for which Kaylee and I took the lead was business development.
It was expressed to us early on that trust and communication between store owners was lacking. People just did their own thing without really interacting with their neighbors right down the street. We've helped start a culture of inclusiveness for downtown businesses.
As part of this project, we worked with the downtown businesses to encourage more engagement, improve the communication between these patrons.
To prepare for this downtown coffee connection, we ventured out to the local businesses to hand deliver invitations. We thought this was a great way to show that we wanted and would appreciate their presence at this meeting. This experience has helped us to understand the importance of partnerships and utilizing your available resources. In this instance, we connected with our brand new restaurant space for a venue, and our recently opened coffee shop provided their amazing sticky rolls as breakfast goodies.
Kaylee and I facilitated an asset mapping speed dating exercise.
Through this interaction, they got to know each other on a more personal level through authentic communication, while also sharing their passion and dreams for seeing their community continue to grow and prosper. These dialogues help bridge communication gaps while creating a potential action plan for our spaces and programming committees as they start to meet in these coming weeks.
As we mentioned earlier, we also took on community storytelling and asset mapping. For this project, we got to meet a wide range of community leaders and members to learn about their strengths, gifts, passions, and why they love Valley County, and all the other tidbits of goodness that they wanted to share with us.
We got to meet one of the first women jewelers in the state. We learned about Ord's heroine, Evelyn Sharp, and the importance that she can play in garnering tourism attention. we met a filmmaker who is using his talents right here. We then started creating narratives for these individuals to capitalize on the great things they said and to share it with the general public, but also as a way to learn about their interests and dreams to help them connect them with like-minded people. This helped community members know themselves better and know how they can bring all their gifts and potential together to better Valley County.
As we leave, this project will not end. Our community fellows will be able to move forward by looking over the recordings, narratives already written to create an environment of collaboration, excitement, and creativity.
Our rural fellows helped us create relationships that will impact this community for years to come.
By asset mapping our community members, they created narratives and storytelling that featured entrepreneurs, artists, and even heroes who are assets that are essentially invisible. Because our rural fellows captured these moments, they will live on for the next generations to share. This community won't forget that we had one of the first women jewelers, or one of the youngest female aviators, or individuals who were able to use their artistic talents nationally and live in rural Nebraska. Innovation and adventure will live on through these stories. By facilitating connecting conversations among business owners, our rural fellows helped create a solid foundation for current and future entrepreneurs, which is each other's support, expertise, and visions. Our rural fellows showed our community what being an inclusive community is.
Our rural fellows interns helped us accomplish so much during their time in our community. They engaged business owners about activities and development opportunities in our downtown district. They captured stories from community members that will be used to illustrate the quality of life and opportunities that exist in Valley County. Their involvement in these and other community initiatives brought new ideas and perspectives based on their unique backgrounds and experiences. Their work this summer also helped develop the social capital in our community in a meaningful and intentional way. Something that's critical in engaging new volunteers, empowering business owners, and helping residents to establish roots where they live.
Many of our projects were just the springboard to where they want to be in the future.
We helped start or jumped in the middle of projects that will help this community thrive for a long time.
The Loup Valley Childhood Initiative is one of these projects and one of the key partners that helped bring us to Valley County. We had many roles within this project and group. We created graphics, informational material, attended meetings, and gave our opinions and input to assist with the planning of a new childcare center.
In one of our first weeks here, we were able to be involved with holding a feasibility luncheon. During this event, we invited an architecture firm from Omaha out to our community to look at potential childcare center locations and to give a presentation to community leaders.
This is important to the future of this community as it is critical to creating an environment that is welcoming to young adults and families. This demographic wants to move here. The impossible task of finding childcare, let alone high-quality childcare, leads them to choose other locations. Assisting with this project has helped with community awareness to this essential need. It is creating a foundation that will set them up for success as they continue to bring awareness and start the next phase of capital campaigning.
I feel that something that was consistently talked about in this office is the ripple effect. How one little change or action taking place can affect the whole community in a multitude of ways. In a rural community, it is even more evident when that happens. This effect will be seen as they continue to put into motion the creation of this child care center. This new service will provide childcare to allow parents and grandparents the ability to go to work. It'll provide new jobs, which will bring more families, which will grow the town. That growth means more money being spent here, which means greater economic prosperity. That, all summed up, is simply a better quality of life for everyone.
Having our rural fellows participate in Loup Valley Childhood Initiative's efforts was a great asset because they were able to provide a fresh perspective on the effects childcare can have on a community. They helped us share the importance of early childhood education to the future of our community and local economy. In return, I feel we gave them a new perspective on economic development. It's not just new buildings and property tax valuations. It's also about creating opportunities for all who live here and those who wish to live here.
I'm grateful for this experience because the practice of being an inclusive leader is never ending. There are always new opportunities to learn from and engage individuals that have different backgrounds, experiences, and ideas than you.
Working with the Rural Fellows opened my eyes to what an inclusive leader is. Our experiences and who we are can create differences in how we operate. By understanding our differences, even understanding each other's personality types, our community leaders and Rural Fellows avoided any conflict. We utilized our strengths to the fullest and got a lot of work done, and we had a blast doing it.
This was a great practice of being an inclusive leader that came with the support of Rural Prosperity Nebraska and other statewide entities, as well as the Rural Fellows leaders and other communities across the state. Not only did this experience allow us to include Kaylee and Claire's perspectives in our community initiatives, their work also engaged community members in this process, which multiplied our efforts to include others' perspectives and ideas.
One of our favorite questions to ask during an asset mapping interview is, how did you end up here and why did you choose to stay? Let me tell you the most popular answer. It's not complicated or long, but truly an asset to be mapped and appreciated. It is simple as this: the people. It is what has made us feel at home here the past 10 weeks, and it'll be what makes newcomers want to stay.
Ord is a beautiful town with beautiful people, and with all the projects we worked on this summer, I see Ord attracting people from all over the world, not just to tour but to stay. A place where kids will have the best childhood memories and be even more developed without losing its small town charm.
The work that Kaylee and Claire have done for our community reinforced the notion that community members want to connect. They want to be heard and they want to help one another succeed. Continuing to develop our local entrepreneurial ecosystem and quality of life will serve as a catalyst for the continued growth of our community.
Kaylee and Claire will not only have a lasting impression on this community and its citizens, but also on our office and the people in it. I hope in 40 or 50 years from now, some interns or community leaders see the work that started in Valley County in summer of 2021 and think, let's asset map those visionaries.
As we leave and go on, I'm so excited to be able to come back and see the changes and innovations that will be happening here. As we've heard it multiple times this summer, Ord is on the cusp of so much potential and exciting change. Look out, Nebraska, because here Ord comes.
Valley County is full of vibrant and gifted.
Valley County is forward-thinking.
Valley County is always building new opportunities.
Valley County is ready for more.